everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Between our visitors and our home team. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Orlando Wizards and our home team. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. The numbers for him from a week ago, 22 carries, 118 yards.
One thing I do know, teams in the NFL don't treat this like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter. It's been mentioned all week long about going out and getting him the rushing title. He'll see the ball, and he'll see it often.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
To throw again, Anderson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
I can't believe they let you play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league.
On second down, Akins. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. 15 yards on the play, first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, second and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Anderson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
And his kick here is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Miles. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. That one is caught by Hunt.
58, boys, 58, 58.
From the gun on third down, Miles looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barnett.
Come on, fellas.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Well, look now at our starting defense. They're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we're going to keep an eye on because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. Well, how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Looking to throw. Miles. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go, let's go.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. And you can see it's no race for the top spot. That's been decided. These guys will hope to get through Week 17 in one piece before they host a division round game in 2 weeks' time.
And I think that what they'll do is they'll be very selective about who plays in this game, all right? There's certain guys that maybe are starters, but maybe haven't played as much as other guys during the year. Maybe they still need their timing back. Other guys you're going to put in bubble wrap and put them on the sidelines and tell them we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Now Anderson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Anderson off the play fake. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I feel for some of these guys nowadays because it is so tough to be able to run with these tight ends. Their speed, their elusiveness, especially when they run across the field. Because you're not just running with him, you're trying to run through some traffic as well.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Anderson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Anderson throwing again. And he comes back with one complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Anderson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
I know you feel that.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one is right through. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So scores on their first two possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. A nice pickup on first down, 7 yards. On second down now, Gentry. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Let's go, fellas.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Right back to him on first down. A gain of 3, second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Miles. He's got Mason complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Here we go.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Hey, hold on. 59. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. From 19 yards away, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And he'll bang that one through. A 10-play drive that time. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. That one good for 14 yards. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Anderson now. Off play action. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And they'll send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And it's a good news, bad news proposition for them. Mostly good news, and that's that they have clinched a playoff spot. Bad news, if they want to make a Super Bowl for the moment at least, they'd have to do it out of the 6th and final spot.
Well, you know what I would do if I were leading up the coaching staff?
What's that?
I'd call everyone together and say, so what? We're in. That's all that matters. The only people who have to really worry about all this now are the logistical people. They have to get us on the road. The equipment guys have to get stuff there. All we have to do is band together as a team and go play a game.
Man, I like that. I'm juiced up. I'm motivated. Let's play.
Let's go.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Come on out here. Come get some.
They'll run on first down. Gentry, he'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. On 2nd down, Gentry. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Throwing on first down, Miles. Open man here is Gentry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Back to throw. Miles. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, Miles throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt. From the left hash, this from 34. And Rosas puts this one through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. Looking to throw. Anderson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. To throw is Anderson from the gun on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Anderson from the gun, he'll throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Come on now, let's go.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. He got 29 yards that time.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. and reading your keys. You always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Miles. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Looking to throw. Miles. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is, you ever see anyone really run for it on short right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Gentry. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. On 3rd down. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Rosa's kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Anderson operating from the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Anderson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Anderson. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 6 yards away, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie things up at 13. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Gentry.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On the toss, here's Johnson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one 28 yards on the ground.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5. The quick slant caught. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to regain the lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Rosas to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So the drive there took 6 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. They trail 20-13 our score as they have it 1st and 10.
Here we go. Get the Gator. I got you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Mike spot 9. I'm gonna ready go.
Anderson now off the bootleg. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Anderson. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They come out here in the eye. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. To throw is Anderson. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And it's caught. Touchdown. In for the score. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with an extra point. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8.
win. Let's go.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And certainly they are pleased to know that they will be in the postseason. They clinched a spot at least, but for now they'd have to make the run out of that last wild card spot, the 6-hole.
But how happy will they be to actually try to make that run?
Hey, as long as I'm in the lineup, I'm happy, and they're in the lineup right now.
Bingo, right? No disappointment when you make the playoffs. Yes, is the road a little bit more difficult, having to do everything on the road? Yes, but bottom line, win the first one, see where it goes from there. They're in, and they're real happy. They're actually waving at the teams from 7 on down, aren't they?
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
One set, 2, 52. Let's go. Check, tight right. Solo out there, check the outs out there.
On first down, Miles. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They run the counter. Gentry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll keep it on the ground. Gentry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Miles. And it's caught. Touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Obviously a huge touchdown for their team, but a big touchdown for a rookie quarterback here to be able to break the tie in the 4th quarter.
And he just shook off all the pressure, too. Because when you think about it, tie ball game, rookie quarterback, most of them are thinking, don't make a mistake. Instead, this young man just said, I'll make a play.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive in total 8 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a first down on a gain of 10. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm coming back. I'm coming back.
You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw, and that is incomplete.
Here comes the boom. I see you, boy. I see you.
Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Rip right, rip right.
Anderson throwing on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. That time, a 6-play drive. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Miles.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Back to throw. Miles. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Miles. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. And right now, it all rests on the right foot of Aldrich Rosas. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And right now, it all rests on the right foot of Aldrich Rosas. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a 3rd would win it. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
This one taken just inside the 10.
Let's go, baby.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for our visitors, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the home team here, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And the playoffs will run through their house as they'll get the week off and get set to host a divisional round game in 2 weeks' time. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.